You have found Make It Smarter, where you will find middle school math and science tutorials. Welcome to this tutorial on multiplying mixed numbers. Here you can see we have two mixed numbers, 2 2/3 times 3 3/4. And by definition, a mixed number is a whole number with a fraction. Off to the right here, I've given you 4 steps I'd like you to follow. So step 1, we're going to convert the mixed numbers into improper fractions. We're going to simplify, if possible, using cross-reducing. Then we're going to multiply the numerators and denominators like we always do. And then finally, if required, if necessary, we're going to convert the answer back into a mixed number and simplify. So let's begin by converting these mixed numbers into improper fractions. To do that, we take the denominator 3, multiply it by the whole number, so 3 times 2 is 6, and we add it to the numerator. And that's going to become the numerator of the improper fraction. So let's rewrite this. So 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8. So we're going to end up with 8, and the denominator remains the same. We're going to end up with 8 over 3 times, and then here we're going to do 4 times 3 is 12, plus 3 is 15. And we have now completed step 1, which is converting the mixed numbers into improper fractions. Now we're going to cross-reduce if possible. So that means we can do that when we're multiplying fractions. So the 3 and the 15, and the 8 and the 4. So for 3 and the 15, the greatest common factor is going to be 3. So if I divide 3 by 3, I get 1. If I divide 3 by 15, if I 15 by 3, I get 5. In the other direction, the greatest common factor for 4 and 8 is 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 8 divided by 4 is 2. And now I can just multiply my numerators. Now we're into step 3. Multiply the numerators. Multiply the denominators. And if I complete the math, 5 times 2 is 10. And 1 times 1 is 1. Now I'm on step 4. It's really simple for this one because 1 goes into 10 exactly 10 times. Anytime you have a whole number over 1, the answer is always going to be whatever the whole number is. So here our answer is 10. Here's where I'd like you to pause the tutorial, try these 2 questions, and then compare your answers to mine. So let's begin by converting these 2 improper mixed numbers into improper fractions. So we do 7 times 1 is 7, plus 2 is 9. That's the numerator. Denominator of the improper fraction remains the same. And then we have 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10, and we have 10 over 3. So the second step then is to see if you can simplify diagonally, cross-reducing we call it. And with the 7 and the 10, so the 7 and the 10, we are not able to. The greatest common factor is 1, so they'll just remain the same. But with the 3 and the 9, we can. So the greatest common factor for 3 and 9 is 3. So we'll divide 3 divided by 3 to get 1, and 9 divided by 3 to get 3. Then we can do 3 times 10, and we can do 7 times 1. 3 times 10 is 30. 7 times 1 is 7. So now we got to change this improper fraction into a mixed number. And there's another tutorial on that if you want to check it out. 7 goes into 30. 7 times 4 is 28, so it goes into it 4 times evenly. We have a remainder of 2. Denominator remains the same. And 4 and 2/7 is our answer. Let's go on to the next one. Here, to start by converting these mixed numbers into improper fractions. 5 times 4 is 20, plus 2 is 22, and the denominator remains the same. And then 7 times 2 is 14, plus 1 is 15. Denominator remains the same. So again, we're going to see if we can reduce diagonally. So we're going to try the 22 and 7. And again, the greatest common factor for 22 and 7 is 1. So we can't simplify there. But we can simplify the 5 and the 15. The greatest common factor there is going to be 5. So if we do 5 divided by 5, we get 1. And 15 divided by 5 is 3. Then we're going to multiply 22 times 3 and 1 times 7. 22 times 3 is 66. And 7 times 1 is 7. And again, we need to convert this into a mixed number. 7 can go into 66 9 times. 9 times 7 is 63. We'd have a remainder of 3. Denominator remains the same.